Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to talk about what if you use 100% of your brain. As we go about our daily lives, we use only a small portion of our brain. What if we could tap into the unused parts? What would happen if we were able to use our brain to its full potential? The human brain is a complex organ that controls every aspect of our body. It consists of over 100 billion nerve cells and is responsible for our thoughts, actions, and emotions. But what if we could unlock the full potential of our brain? What if we could use 100% of our brain? Some people believe that we only use 10% of our brain, but this is actually a myth. We use all parts of our brain, but not all at once. So, what would happen if we could use all parts of our brain at once? We would be able to process information faster than ever before. Our brains would work like supercomputers, making decisions and solving problems at lightning speed. We would be able to learn new skills and languages in a matter of days or even hours. We would have an incredible memory. We would be able to recall every single detail of our lives, from the earliest moments to the present day. We would also be able to remember complex concepts and theories with ease. We would have heightened senses. Our vision, hearing, taste, smell, and touch would be more acute, allowing us to experience the world in a way that we never thought possible. But what about the downsides? Using 100% of our brain would require an enormous amount of energy. We would need to consume a lot more food to keep our brains functioning at this level. We would also need to sleep more to allow our brains to rest and recharge. We would need to adapt to this new way of thinking. Our brains would need to adjust to the new level of activity, which could be overwhelming for some people. If we were able to use 100% of our brain, we would become superhumans with incredible abilities. But, at the same time, we would need to be prepared for the challenges that come with such a change. It would be a revolutionary step forward in human evolution, and who knows what kind of advancements we could achieve. Increased processing power. Our brains would be able to process information much faster and more efficiently. This could lead to advancements in fields such as science, technology, and medicine. Improved memory. With more brain power, we could potentially have near-perfect memories, allowing us to remember everything we have ever learned or experienced. Heightened creativity. The ability to access more parts of the brain could lead to increased creativity and innovation in various fields such as art, music, and literature. Enhanced problem-solving abilities. Using more of our brains could enable us to solve complex problems more easily and come up with innovative solutions. Greater self-awareness. We could gain a deeper understanding of our own thoughts, emotions, and behavior, which could lead to greater self-awareness and personal growth. It is important to note that using 100% of our brains is not possible, as our brains are constantly working and using different areas for different functions. However, by engaging in activities such as learning new skills, practicing mindfulness, and challenging ourselves mentally, we can optimize our brain function and unlock its full potential. If we were to hypothetically use 100% of our brain, there could be both advantages and disadvantages. Advantages. Increased mental processing power. Using 100% of our brain would allow us to process information and solve problems at a much faster rate than we currently do. Improved memory retention. With enhanced brain function, we could potentially have near-perfect memory recall and retention. Enhanced creativity. Our brains have incredible creative potential, and using 100% of our brain would allow us to tap into this potential and generate innovative ideas and solutions. Increased sensory perception. We could potentially develop heightened senses, such as the ability to see and hear beyond the typical human range. Disadvantages. Increased risk of mental overload. Using 100% of our brain could lead to mental exhaustion and burnout, as our brains would constantly be working at maximum capacity. Increased risk of mental illness. there could be a greater risk of developing mental illnesses such as anxiety and depression, as our brains would be processing information at a much faster rate than we're used to. Increased risk of sensory overload. With heightened sensory perception, we could also experience sensory overload, which could be overwhelming and potentially harmful. Potential for unethical use. There could be potential for individuals or organizations to use enhanced brain function for unethical purposes, such as mind control or manipulation. It's important to note that the idea of using 100% of our brain is currently a myth, and there is no scientific evidence to suggest that it's possible. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos like this.